The object I'm working on are 4 different addresses coming from South America and more specifically the Guyane area. Their particularity is that they are quite old. They are from the last part of 18th century. And it is quite rare for this type of ethnographic objects to be so old. This is also why they are in not very good condition and they needed to be restored. Je m'appelle Camille Benecchi. I'm a conservator of ethnographic collections, objects, and I'm used to work with feathers, and more specifically this type of feather ornaments from Amazonia. It is not so common to find in collection ethnographic pieces made of feather from the 18th century. And they show some specificity, like the way the feathers are tied together or the way they are mounted on the basketries. And also because of their condition state, they need some specific conservation work that is very interesting to me. To start the treatment on the object, I had to dismantle the different elements. It is really helping me to access the different parts and it is helping to undertake the conservation treatment. Of course, sometimes we lose some elements like feathers or pieces of threads. And in this case, we have 2 different options. If I can, I will replace the broken element on the object. Otherwise, we preserve it and we save it, that it can be an element that testifies for the object. It can be used for maybe scientific research later or anything. We tend to approach our treatment with the idea of minimum intervention as possible, which means that we want to stabilize the object in order to preserve it from continuing to alterate or continue to damage. But we don't necessarily want to change its aesthetic aspect, which means that there will be no feather added when some are missing, or we don't want to go too far on the cleaning process. So we are not here to improve the objects, but to stabilize them and to preserve them. So as a start for cleaning the object, I do vacuum cleaning, and for that I use a syringe that I adapted to be very precise with cleaning. So I use different types of nozzles that are tiny. It allows me to go deeper inside the feathers without damaging them. This type of cosmetic sponge, they are very good to absorb oily or fatty type of dirt. So I make small pieces with them and I use them very softly on the object. And after a while, you can see that it is really removing and absorbing a lot of dirt. One of the main threats for this type of objects are insects. They eat the feathers, and if they eat the surface, it will damage the color effect, but if they eat deeper, it creates holes and even breaks. By cleaning, it is also removing the insect cocoon or the remain of the bodies of insects using tweezers. A lot of different bird species are used on these objects. For example, this hoko, the feathers used are the feathers on its head. or even the Macao hara, mostly the long tail feathers. So as you see, there are a lot of them on the different objects, which means many hara were used to create these objects. And also the small red feathers coming from around the shoulders are used on the objects here. But also some smaller parrots, Amazon. Here we can see that the feather used are the one also from the tail, with the characteristic of having a darker green and a lighter green. So this one as well. So they are reddish pinkish feather with the characteristic black ending. Some of them are sort of hunt, and some others are raised inside the villages. Sometimes the objects need to be reshaped, or a part of the object need to be reshaped, and for that I want to create a humidity atmosphere around the object. Then it will help to relax the material and then reshape it. We use this type of material. It is Gore-Tex, and it has the property that it can absorb the humidity from one side but not transmit it directly from the other. So basically we can put it on directly on the object. Then with a blotting paper, we spray some water on it and then recover with plastic to create the increase of humidity in this area. I use some Japanese paper strips that I make by painting the Japanese paper to make it similar to the color of the basketry. Then I use it to replace where there should be a thread. So I take it and I will put it so in this position, for example. So there is already one that I put. So here. And it is glued not directly on the object, but on itself. So I will just add a little bit of glue to make it hold. I use paraloid adhesive, which is made with acetone. Then it is drying quite quickly. So at that point it should be holding, so I can just try to remove this to see. Okay, it is holding the basketry where it was supposed to be vegetal fiber thread. This part here is a broken part that I have to mend. So we can see if I remove this. That it still has to be mended. So I have to put one of these longer strip along the vegetal fiber to mend it together before I can then fix it to the external ring. This is another headdress made of different elements, and one of them is this part that is supposed to hang down. It is made of beetle elytre, and I just vacuumed them a little bit. They are in quite good condition. But here this feather was broken and falling down. So I used a needle that is used by entomologists for insects, and I put it inside to maintain the feather, and on top of it I covered with a sort of mastic that I made of paper pulp and an adhesive that is called Klucel, and then I just put it a little bit over here. And now I will remove to see if the feather is holding. So it is holding because first part of the adhesive was already dry. And yes, and we can also remove this part. Okay. This part, it is an old repair that have been done probably in the museum. So this thread is not original, but at the moment it is still good for the object. It is not creating something bad, so we can think of keeping it as an old repair, even if we know it is a museum repair. To finish assemble this object together is kind of a reward for all the work, and yes, I'm hoping that people, when they will see them, they will be able now to see the amount of work to make this object, the small detail, the way feathers are tied, the way the vegetal fiber is waved together. Of course, this object will be standing still in a museum, but I think they really transmit their own idea of movement. They were worn to dance, and I feel you can still feel that through the light feathers, and they crossed ocean and centuries, and they are still here in front of us, and we can be thankful to see that.